Hi there, and welcome to Andy Robinson RC, and cheers for joining us on the channel today. And on this episode, we are checking out the brand new kit from Tamiya, kit 58698, and it's on the M-06 chassis, medium chassis. It is the Tamiya Lotus Europa Special. So here it is. Now this is just about arriving in the UK now, and mine arrived today. So we're going to have a little bit of an unboxing and see what's in there, and I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do with mine. But before we do that, so if you're unfamiliar with this chassis, the M-06 chassis first appeared in March 2011. I think it was like the 23rd was its official release date. Now the first body that they released on this chassis was the Alfa Romeo Giulia Sport. So that was the first one they did, and there's been quite a few different cars since. Nissan Silvia, they did the Pumpkin Lowrider. They've had a few different ones, but there are a few of them. So yeah, now they've just brought out this Lotus Europa Special. Now, also as well, coming up very soon in Tamiya's releases that they released a few days ago, there's going to be a Renault Alpine E170 in the Jägermeister livery, which we see on some other cars. They're going to do that also on the M-06 chassis. Yeah, so there we go. Oh yeah, Carmen Gear as well. I think that was also on the M-06 as well. Anyway, so we're going to have a look at this in a second. As I've not mentioned already, it's on the medium length wheelbase, which is 225 millimeters. You also can make it 210, which is the shortest, and 239, which is the longest. In fact, that is this sort of length here on the Escort. Right, okay, so I'm going to put my little sheet away there. Oh no, I might need that in a minute. Anyway, okay. So, then that. So this is the box. You know, standard sort of kit box with the rather cool picture of the Europa Special on there in white with pinstripe detailing. So anyway, let's get the lid off this. Okay, so with it being a sort of a normal release kit, it's not overly special or anything. It's just lumps in the box. So there we go, that's that. So you've got one of the coolest parts in here is that really cool Lotus Europa body shell. Oh, I think that's really cool. I'm liking that. So we'll have a look at that again in a bit, and we'll go through the other stuff. Now, me personally, I've never built an M-06 chassis before. I've had a few. I've had M-01s, and I've had a M-02. Well, I converted an M-01 to an M-02. I've had an M-03, M-05. I had the Citroen 2CV for a little bit, though I don't actually think I filmed that on the show. And I've got here still the MF-01X, which is the four-wheel drive M chassis, which is this Tamiya Escort here. And of course, I thought since we're looking at M chassis, now I do need to do another film on this, but this is my Tamiya M01 Monte Carlo Mini, which is unused. So that's cool. Anyway, that'll be running at some point in the future. Okay, so what do you get in the box? Well, you don't get them in the box, but I've bought a set of bearings for this, which is a must. So we've got bearings from Fusion Hobbies. Now, when we get onto the body shell again, I'll tell you what colour I'm doing with this. But anyway, let's go and have a look at what you do get. So you've got your M chassis wheels there on a 12mm hex fit. So they are, I think they've been used on other cars, but that's the wheels in grey. So that's cool, very nice. Now, you've got two different tyres there. Now from right, you've got the 60D tyres and the 60D radial super grippers. Now there's a different tyre for the rear and the back, so I think that's why they're in different bags. So I need to check that out properly, which one's which. Okay, what else we got in here? Well, it looks like there's not many on. many parts on this tree. It looks like hubs. Yeah, steering knuckles, front seat hubs and rear hubs on there with some what looks to be some sort of plastic spacers. And you know, another parts tree here. Now this has got body mounts, friction shock bodies, bumpers from what I can tell. Yeah. Oh yeah, we've got some wishbones on there as well. I think they're the front ones. So it's on that. Oh, that's good. I like that. Tyre foams. I like tyre foams. Excellent stuff. All right. Okay, so we've got some hex fit wheel adapters and we've got gear cases there. Okay, some spacers of some sort. And as I said, we've got the and a motor guard, and as I say, we've got the gearbox case in there, and motor mount. More parts. These are part of the chassis, I imagine, and possibly shock tower mounts. There, I'm not entirely sure, but that's what I think they are. So, you see that there. Okay, and again, we've got on this one, we've got part of the battery retainer, and also we've got what looks to be the wishbone hinge pin mounts and the front cover on the top of the front half of the chassis. As I said, I've only looked at pictures of these. I've never actually built an M-06 yet. What else we got in here? Okay, and it was the back, more chassis parts and rear wishbone attachments, rear shock tower maybe, some servo horns and steering parts there, steering linkage parts there. And you've got, well, it looks only small, but that is the chassis tub there. Looks quite small there, but I think once it's built, it'll be quite a bit bigger. Okay, so of course in here you've got your hardware bag. Now, and I can see just from looking at it, you've got standard silver can 540. You've got the black plastic gears in there, servo saver parts, LED light kit fittings, sticky tape, and you've got plastic bushings which we're changing. You've got the bevel gear diff suspensions springs and all the screw bags and hardware in there. I can see it was A, B, C metal bags. I don't know if there's another one in there. So it's all in there. Now, of course, obviously the super interesting part is the bodywork and things. Oh, speed controller, and they're still handing out the, I don't know what that is. They're still handing out these Carson Dragster ESCs. Now, these have a slightly, I think it's an 18-turn motor limit on this now. I can't remember. It just, I did get this one in my Blockhead Wild One kit, and I can't remember what it said it was. I'm sure it's been like 18-turn or something. But anyway, so at least you can go to a slightly hard motor. Not sure what I'm going to do with this one yet, because again, this one will be built for the channel, but I'll probably be moving on afterwards. So we'll see. Don't know if I'll just run it with the silver can or put in another motor. Not sure yet. So let's have a look here. Manual. Okay, so that's just your usual M-06 chassis manual there. Okay, which is a generic one that covers all the M-06 chassis. So that's that. And then you do get your info sheet, especially for the Lotus Europa, which has a few steps on there. So let's see what it says. Alright, think about, yeah. Cool. Looking at all this, that's just body preparation and attaching light buckets as well, and rear wing and things like that. So you can obviously fit the LEDs if you wish to. But yeah, so that's just how to do the body up really on that one. And then the fun bit is the body, of course. Okay, move that out of the way. Right, okay. So we'll come back to the body again. So we go in all its glory, the Lotus Europa Special. Now, originally this car came out in 1966, and of course was designed by Colin Chapman of Lotus, and it had that sort of famous midship engine, although this actual model is a rear-motored car. But yeah, so my plans are for this. I'm going to replicate, where is it? I wrote it down now because I'll forget it. I'm going to replicate a Lotus Type S4 race car that they did. Now, this was done in a colour called Colorado Orange. So, I'm going to use this here. If you can see it, I picked up a can of Tamiya PS62, which I think will be a good match. But the Colorado Orange is a genuine Lotus colour. So I'm going to try and replicate that car. Now, the Lotus Type S4 doesn't have the rear wing. So, I haven't 100% decided yet, but I'll probably keep off the rear wing because it didn't have one. But yeah, so I'm going to do it in non-box art. I'm going with the Colorado Orange sort of colour to replicate the Type S4 Lotus Europa. So that's my plan with the body shell. So unfortunately my wife's going to be cutting this one out for me, and she's got to do all the arches and things, so I'm sure she'll love that. Put that on the escort there. Okay, so this is your decal sheet there. So lots of thin lines and things. I mean, the window trims and things are okay. It shouldn't be too bad, I hope. And I said, really, it's only you've got all the other bits, but I won't be needing them because my replica that I'm doing doesn't have them on. And then you've obviously got your window masks at the back there. So yeah, so that is what you get in this. So what I'll do, I'll have a quick lay the parts out, have to move a car or two, and then I'll bring the camera over and we have a quick scan over them. So there it is, just got to move the escort out of the way, because obviously we don't want to get that in. So, shell there. Also as well, I can tell you that I've just got my hands on, well I say just got my hands, I've just ordered it. I found a really nice condition Tamiya Bearhawk. So I'm going to have that coming on the show in the future. Still got videos to come up on the Lotus XX that I recently purchased as well. And I'm doing a little bit of a series kind of with Evelyn, my youngest, and we're doing a series called Evelyn Tries. And what that will involve is, I've got an example here, it's going to be like a little fun series that I can do with my daughter basically, that she can like you know, have a go at different radio controlled things. Some are hobby grade, some won't be hobby grade, some are just toy grade and toys and things, but she's going to have a go at them and tell you what she thinks of them. Now the first one we did, because we both love the Jurassic World and Jurassic Park, and we've got a remote control Velociraptor, which is blue off Jurassic World, if you can see that there. So that'll be coming soon, and Evelyn's going to try this out and she'll tell you what she thinks of it. But yeah, so that's coming up as well. I say it is RC related, but it's a bit different from the usual. Right, okay, I'll just finish laying out these parts for you. Manuals you've seen. Okay, so PSC. We've got all these parts here. So yeah, quite looking forward to doing this M-06. Because I say it's one I haven't got any experience in building. Now, I'll probably curse myself here, or jinx myself, and now I'm not expecting many problems with this because I think it's a relatively easy kit to do. But hey, never, you know, I say that now and it'll be a right pig. Okay, so I've got all the parts laid out, so we'll just bring it over and have a quick scan. Apologies for the wobbly moving of the camera. Okie dokie. Well, there is my lovely M01 Mini. Okay, so let's have a quick look at the parts. as you can see there, we've got the hubs and knuckles there. Okay, coming down, we've got the gearbox and motor mount there in that bag. And then here you've got body mounts, shock bodies, bumpers and things like that. Remember, this is a oh, and I think you've got the pieces to alter the chassis length as well. And so remember, this is this kit's got friction dampers. Okay, we've got more of the chassis parts and shock towers and things like that. Okay, so we've got them parts there. Now you've got battery retainer right there, and the portion of the front half there, the front half covered. I think some of that covers the steering link up as well. You've got the chassis tub, which is only relatively small, and then you've got wishbone hangers there for the rear, and I think again you've got parts of the steering linkages in there. And as you can see there, we've got our bearing kit. We've got the tyres, and we have the wheels as well. We've got that orange paint for we're going to paint the body up. And you've got your light buckets and wing set in there, and wing mirrors. So moving over, that is the shell, which I think is rather nice. I'm liking that. And we've got tyre inserts, which, well done me, I've managed to cover up the stickers with, as you do. And you can see there, that is the decal sheet, complete with number plate and everything as well. I've just noticed the number plate. And of course, you've got that Carson Dragster ESC that's coming in with the kit. So Tamiya obviously still having a problem with their supply of parts for their own ESCs. So just move back a bit. There you go. That is the kit there. So I'm going to be looking forward to building this one. And there you go, that's what it should look like if you can see it on the body there. Fantastic. Right, okay then. So that's it for me for this one. I hope you enjoyed the unboxing, and I'll get this built up as soon as I can, and we'll get it running. So yeah, cheers for checking out this video. Much appreciated as always. If you're new to the channel, please consider giving us a thumbs up and a like, and subscribing to check out more content from us. Always much appreciated. Thanks for your support. Look after yourselves and take care. And we'll see you very soon on Andy Robinson RC. And there you go. Monte Carlo Mini. See you later. Bye.